Here's the rubric for the assignment. It's worth 20 points. You will be graded 5 points for effort, 5 points for creativity, 5 points for the elements of art and the principles of design used, and 5 points for craftsmanship. So here with my ruler, I'm going from corner to corner and I'm making an X on my paper, and this is going to help me find the center of the paper. I also have my paper taped down so that when I'm using the compass to make my large circle, the paper doesn't shift. So I just have a couple small pieces of tape on two sides of the paper. And I'm making my circle, trying to go as far to the edge as I can with my largest circle. And then I'm going to go in and make some concentric circles. I'm just trying to break up the space of the circle a bit so that it's easier to repeat my shapes and my patterns. So I've divided this up into about 4 or 5 sections is good. Now that I have my concentric circles made, I'm going to go in and I'm going to divide up the circles into sections. And again, this is just going to help me to repeat shapes and patterns. So I'm taking off the tape, I'm just kind of folding that back so I can rotate my paper around. I don't need it taped down now that I have my circles made. And to get my sections, I'm just kind of eyeballing it and running my ruler from edge to edge and through that center. Trying to get equal parts. So I think this is divided up into about 8 sections. And then I'm going to just kind of off to the edge of my circle, sketch out different shapes and ideas. And when I'm doing this, I'm thinking of geometric shapes and I'm thinking of organic shapes. So I'm thinking of shapes that have curves or edges. And I'm going into my outer edge of my circle first, and I'm just going to break up that edge with a design. And I'm just going to keep going. I think it really helps to kind of sketch out some ideas for your patterns and your shapes off to the edge. You can see, kind of play with ideas and see what you like, and then you can apply them into your radial design and just repeat them. I'm trying not to leave too much negative space or space around the shapes. This project should be symmetrical and balanced. So now that my design is finished, I'm done drawing it, I'm going to go in and lighten up my pencil with a kneaded eraser. A kneaded eraser can be found at any art store, and you stretch it and knead it to clean it. And the great thing about them is that they don't create eraser crumbs, so you don't have to worry about smudging your pencil and wiping off crumbs off your drawing. And I'm just kind of blotting and kind of slightly lifting up some of that graphite. I don't really want heavy dark outlines when I go and apply my colored pencil next, so I'm just lightening up. I tend to draw with a heavy hand, so this helps. So now I'm going in with colored pencil and I'm going to color the whole thing. Again, you can use the outer edge of your circle space to blend colors or to lay down colors to see how they look before you apply them onto your drawing. And when you're using colored pencils, try to take your time and create smooth shading. Consider mixing and blending colors together. Try that off to the side and to see how colors look. They're always a bit more interesting if you practice shading, practice blending colors. So I'm going in with a different shade of green now, and I'm kind of going over that yellow green just to give it a little bit more dimension, a little bit more depth. This project should take you about 5 to 7 class periods. Okay, so now that I'm finished with my radial design, I'm done coloring it. I'm going to cut it out with some scissors. I'm going to go carefully and get a smooth edge, and then I'm going to play around with different colored backgrounds, and I'm liking the purple. I'm going to go with purple, and I'm carefully using a glue stick to glue the outer edge of the circle and glue it right onto the center. Consider craftsmanship and try not to get glue on your colored paper. Be sure to put your name and period on it, and I'm excited to see what you guys come up with.